liver. Okay, this is the gallbladder. Okay, what I like about this model is you get a little bit more detail because it's been blown up to a much larger size. Okay, this snaky thing is the pancreas. This thing is the spleen. Okay, these things are the adrenal. These are the kidneys. Okay, in the middle of the pancreas, you see what looks like a white fish bone running in the middle. That's the pancreatic duct. Okay, you can see this on every torso model because most of our torso models, the pancreas has been cross-sectioned, so you can see it. Okay, you can also see where, does everybody see the green bulge? Okay, that's where the common bile duct can have contact with the duodenum. So this is where bile can enter into the duodenum to help emulsify fat. Okay? Now, if you look at the circular folds, okay, of the duodenum, you see two holes on these models. The top hole has a little number 7 next to it, and the bottom has a 6. I'm going to focus on the larger one, which is the number 6 hole. Okay? That opening is called the hepatopancreatic papilla, or bump. Okay? This is the other one on the board I wanted you to add. Okay? What you can cross out, it says pancreatic duct and papilla of Vader. You can cross that out. That's not a perfectly accurate name. This is a more accurate name, the hepatopancreatic papilla. Okay? It's the larger of the two openings. It has a little number, black number 6 penciled in. Okay? Okay. Now I'm going to skip the villus model where it says all areas for just a second because we'll go through the greater omentum and the ducts for the gallbladder. Okay? There's a list where it says hepatic duct, cystic duct, common bile duct. Okay? This side, you see that this piece of green is attached to the liver. Can everybody see that? Here's the liver and it's directly attached. That is the hepatic duct. Okay? The liver will make bile. It will drain down through the hepatic duct, okay, into this unified structure, which is a common bile duct. Okay? If more bile than that's needed is produced, it will back up into the gallbladder through this duct, which is the cystic duct. Okay? So the one attached to the liver is hepatic, which makes sense. Here's your gallbladder. It has its own duct. That's cystic. The hepatic and cystic join to form the common bile duct. The common bile duct will come out through a papilla into the duodenum, okay, so that you can have bile emptying into the small intestine. Okay, so this side is hepatic because it's attached to the liver. This one is cystic because it's attached to the gallbladder. It's not touching the liver. The yellow part of it is just showing the cross-section of the gallbladder. It's right here. And then this is common.
So cystic attaches to the gallbladder?
To the gallbladder. Hepatic connects to the liver. Okay? On these flat panels, okay, I'm going to give you the numbers that match the hepatic, cystic, common. Okay? On these, the gallbladder is number 10. The cystic duct is number 32. The hepatic duct is number 33. The common bile duct is number 34. Okay, so 32 is cystic, 33 is hepatic, 34 is common. And number 10, gallbladder. Now, this should be attached like this, okay? When you flip it around, okay, you can see how the common bile duct, okay, is going to connect with the hepatic duct, and that's where you get the hepatopancreatic papilla. That larger opening can dump bile and secretions from the pancreatic duct all in one shot. Now, to be fair, when we see the spleen, yes? What's that artery? Splenic artery, splenic vein, suprarenal artery, suprarenal vein. We flip it to the back, what's that? Inferior vena cava, okay? This is the descending aorta, okay? This is the renal artery and vein, right or left? Right renal artery and vein. The pancreas is on the left side, so this is the left renal artery and the left renal vein. So it's just something different, okay, to look at. We also have superior and inferior, superior mesenteric arteries on here, but that's a trick I'm reserving. Maybe, we'll see. Okay, the greater omentum. You can only see it on one model, so this is really cheating, okay? Okay, the greater omentum. This is what they try to scare you with to show you what belly fat can do. It makes you look flabby. This yellow mass that covers not the whole abdomen, it would in a real person. This has just been cross-sectioned, cut away to show you the small intestine. This right here, that's the greater omentum, okay? And it shows you that this would creep across, and this is what makes up your belly fat, okay? If you gain weight through your abdomen, this gets larger. When you lose belly fat, this gets smaller, okay? But that's what this is. Why do you need a layer of fat covering your abdominal cavity? Protection and insulation, incidentally. This continues on. You have a layer of fat around your kidneys and along your back as well. It's not. Okay, so this is the greater omentum. And you only can really see it there. Okay, now it says Villus model all areas. Okay, so let's go through that. I'm going to move these. And then we'll go through our disease colon. Okay, this model, okay, this is just the small intestine, okay, showing you a little piece of the small intestine. But what you can see is not only can you see the important features of the small intestine, the villi, the microvilli, you can also see all the tunics, okay? So, when we look at one of these pink fingers, okay, that's a villi. That's one villi, okay? At the surface of the pink fingers, there's little hatch marks. Those are microvilli, okay? Now, some of the pink fingers are intact, meaning they've not been cross-sectioned. Some of them have been cross-sectioned, okay?
Which one is the micro?
The microvilli are the little hatch marks all along the surface. If you run your finger over it, it's rigid, it's not smooth. Those are the microvilli. Okay? What is this? Villi. Simple. Okay, and there's a diagram of this in your lab manual and it matches this perfectly. Okay? Inside of each of the pink fingers, does everyone see this green strip? Okay? That's called the lacteal, which I'm going to write on the board. Okay? The lacteal is the connection inside the villi, which we saw in the video, that's connected to your lymphatic system. Okay? So we have